Hi, I'm M10Tormey, and I'm here to talk to you guys about 911 centers and first responders and tell you kind of about who they are and what they do. Has anybody ever called 911 before and wondered who was on the other end? I might know some people that I've talked to on 911 lines before, but the general purpose of this is to inform you what 911 centers are and kind of how they work. People that work at 911 centers are regular people like you and I, and that's just their job. Some people go work at a bank, some people go work at a firehouse, other people go work at 911 centers. That's just what they do. And they're there for you to answer your emergencies when you have one and help any way that they can. At the end of the day, they go home to their families just like you do. To be a 911 dispatcher, it takes a lot of training. It also, you have to expect the unexpected when you're there. Every time somebody calls you, it's always something different and someone different, and you never know who you're going to get on that other line. But as a call taker, you have to obtain all of the information. You have to enter it into the CAD, which is a computer-aided dispatch system, and the dispatcher then sees the call that the call taker entered into the computer system and sends it out to the proper agency, who's either a police department, a fire department, EMS, any type of that agency. And then also for dispatchers, they must learn all the geography in the area. They have to know what road they're on, who's there, what type of businesses are there, and so they know kind of where you are when you tell them, I'm at the four corners of such and such, or I'm by the rocks. You know, they have to kind of know where you are in their county or in their jurisdiction. Another thing for 911 dispatchers is that they have to learn a protocol called EMD, which is Emergency Medical Dispatch. For Emergency Medical Dispatch, it's a set of protocols that you follow to give the caller instructions on how to help somebody or help themselves when they're injured or need medical treatment. You're doing this blindly over the phone until first responders arrive. Now you might have asked yourself what a computer-aided dispatch system exactly is. Computer-aided dispatching system helps dispatchers obtain all the information for calls and dispatch the calls. The computer system is all one system. It works for the police department, the fire department, the EMS, all of those. For the police department, it just puts all the calls in the computer, and when there's a call for a police officer, it keeps track of all the times once the officer's been placed on that call, for the time of dispatch, the time they were en route, arrival, back in service, and other things such as that, like arrests being made, and things of that nature. For the fire departments, the CAD sends out the tones to dispatch the volunteers or the career firefighters and the EMS. What it does is when there's a call, you hit the tones, they go out and they set off the pagers or the bells inside firehouses to alert them that there's a call. Volunteers normally respond from home, and career fire departments, they're on staff 24/7 and they respond from the firehouse. So it's pretty much the same thing, and you're still going to get somebody there either way. CAD system also shows you whose jurisdiction it is. Shows you where the call is, what town it's in, what cities it's in, with the maps that are on there. And they're all interconnected, so each address point on the map validates in the system, and you know that it's a correct address that you've been given. Like I said before, it keeps track of all the calls, all the times, and it shows which units are available in service and which ones are not available because they're either out on another call or whatever their case may be. For police departments, it works a little bit differently when you dispatch a police officer. Police officers aren't toned out. They work 8 to 12-hour shifts, and they're on call all the time. They have their radios on all the time, and you call their unit number to get their attention, and then once they answer up, you just give them the call over the radio. There's no setting off pagers for them, there's no calling their stations, it's just you give it right out over the radio, and all all the training for them is done at the academy before the start of the job. And so it's just like training for a 911 center. You're going to get the best help that you can possibly get when you call 911. And in the county, there are all different types of agencies that work together, such as city, villages, county, and state units. In conclusion, to give you a reference about how many people call 911 a year, fires alone in the United States, there were 1,375,000 fires reported. From those fires, there were 2,855 deaths and 16,500 people were injured from them. Now, all those fires required a 911 call somewhere in the nation. Here locally in Madison County, the Madison County Sheriff's Department were dispatched to 11,311 complaints alone. And that's just the Sheriff's Department, that's not the cities, the villages, and the towns' police departments. It's just the Sheriff's Department. So you can see how busy the 911 center can actually get and why everybody needs to be trained so efficiently to take the call and get help as fast as they can. But today I tried to summarize 911 centers and how it kind of works. And it can't be done with just a 911 center, a police department, or a fire department. All these agencies have to work together, and there's a lot of work that goes unnoticed. So next time you call 911, remember what happens to get the help there that you need. It's there for you to use, so use it.
Do you take any questions?
Any questions?
Yeah. Now there's a difference between like analog and digital, right? Is everybody in our area, like Oneida County and Madison County, are they all digital or?
Oneida County is analog and Madison County is now digital. They're kind of working to switch over, and there's actually a lot of communication issues between the two counties. You have to call them by phone to talk between the counties.
Do they plan on?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay.
Hopefully eventually. Any other questions?